With social media use in companies and business on the rise, there are people who have experienced some trial and error when it comes to getting their social media page booming. Good evening and welcome to Access USI. I'm John Fisher.
And I'm Avery Sievers. In tonight's top story, Popular Science's associate producer Jason Letterman taught students all about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to social media during his speech, Creating Social Media Success Strategies. Listen before you post. I was there and have the story. Last Friday, USI hosted High School Media Day and welcomed Popular Science associate producer Jason Lederman. Jason told students all about how to post strategically to get a social media account visited more often.
Since then, I grew Popular Science's audience from a combined 10 million to a combined 12 million. And I have a few pieces of advice for you on how you can do that too. Share regularly. It seems dumb, but the best thing you can do is provide your audience with a flow of content. It's a numbers game, right? The more content you push out, the more that they're likely to see it.
And just because he's the guy who manages all things social media at Popular Science, doesn't mean Jason Lederman doesn't have a few embarrassing social media posts from the past.
So I've been on Facebook over 10 years already because I am old. So this is my real first profile picture. This is at a family vacation in a pie eating contest that I won. These are my real first two status updates.
Jason has come a long way from his first Facebook post from 10 years ago, and now he's giving students advice on how to manage a professional social media page successfully.
The advice I have for you, in case you're looking to go into social media professionally, is to create an editorial calendar and stick to it. You say, these are the times at which we post, and your audience grows to know that and look for your content as it comes out.
So if you're looking to get a job managing social media for a company, listen before you post. Reporting for Access USI, I'm Avery Sievers.
Last week, USI's Philosophy Club presented the Vagina Monologues. I was there, and I have the story. Last week, USI's Philosophy Club hosted a performance of the Vagina Monologues in Forum 3. The play, written by Eve Ensler, centers around the pain and pleasure of being a woman while tackling issues such as body image, sexual abuse, transgender rights, and much, much more. The proceeds from the event went to Willow Tree of Posey County, as well as the V-Day 2017 Spotlight campaign, which addresses violence against women in the workplace. Dr. Mary Lynn Stoll told us that she hoped the show will help others learn to talk about such issues and work toward a solution.
There's so much darkness and secrecy surrounding the vagina, and if you can't even talk about it, then it makes it that much harder to talk about violence against women that targets them precisely because they're women. So opening up that conversation is actually a crucial part of helping society as a whole to really learn to treat women with dignity and respect.
For Access USI, I'm John Fisher.
The big W for USI women's basketball, but not the same outcome for USI men. Stick around, Michaela Boer is up next with all the action.
Welcome back to Access USI. I'm Michaela Boer, here tonight with your sports updates. The women's basketball team ended their regular season play with a win over rival Bellarmine University this past Thursday. The Eagles were able to put up a fight after trailing by 13 after the first half to come back and win with a score of 88-81. Seniors Tanner Markham and Katie Grooms lit up the night as they combined for 48 points. Grooms also managed to join the 1,000-point club, while Markham was able to sink 6 of 6 free throws. The squad begins GLVC tournament play this coming Friday against the University of Indianapolis at the Ford Center here in Evansville at 6. The men, who also ended their regular season this past Thursday, were not able to close as they took a 61-67 loss over Bellarmine. USI finished the season 25-3 overall and 15-3 in the GLVC. The number 10 ranked team takes on GLVC tournament this weekend as they face Truman State tomorrow at the Ford Center here in Evansville at 6. The women's softball team is on fire as they won 5 of 6 games this past weekend in the Midwest Region crossover, with wins over Trevecca Nazarene, Ferris State, Northwood, Ohio Dominican, and Hillsdale. This starts USI's overall record at 7-1. Highlight of the series was freshman pitcher Jennifer Leonard, who was named HeroSports.com D2 Hero of the Week. Leonard gave up 4 runs, 3 earned off 9 hits in 7 innings of play. The Eagles return to the field this Saturday as they face Cedarville University in the sunshine of Clermont, Florida at 1. The men's baseball team split the Dunn Hospitality Classic with a win over Notre Dame of Ohio and a loss against Wayne State. The win over Notre Dame included hits from Nathan Keister, Sam Griggs, Buddy Johnson, and Drake McNamara. On the mound, senior Colin Nowak gained his first win of the season as he allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 5 hits, and 3 walks, while striking out 4 in 6 innings. The Eagles hit the road this Friday as they take on Trevecca Nazarene in Nashville, Tennessee for a 3-game series. Friday's game is set for 6, while Saturday's doubleheader is set for 4:30. The men and women's track and field teams concluded their indoor season this past weekend at Indy for the GLVC Championships. Sophomore Hope Jones was at it again as she claimed her first ever GLVC champion title in the 5K with a time of 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Junior Jessica Lincoln and senior Carly Whitesell also had top 10 finishes in the 5K as they ended at 8th and 10th respectively. Top 10 finishers in the 3K were Jessica Lincoln, Hope Jones, and Carly Whitesell, claiming 5th, 7th, and 10th place respectively. Sophomore Kate Hendrickson placed 10th in the mile, as well as 4th in the distance medley relay, along with Allie Rollins, Michaela Boer, and Kat Peter, as they competed in the event for the first time this year. In the field, Crystal Blair had a season best in the pole vault, which was good enough for a 6th place finish, and weight thrower Hillary Paxson reached 9th place overall. NCAA Division II Indoor Nationals is next up on the schedule, and the Eagles will have to wait to see who advanced. Athletes with provisional marks are Jones, Lincoln, and Paxson, who are all hopeful to compete in national competition in Birmingham, Alabama. The men's track and field team captured 3 first-place finishes at conference meet this past weekend. Junior Bastion Grau won the mile, senior Chase Broughton won the 3K, and a team of Grau, Tyler Cruz, Javen Winders, and Broughton won the distance medley relay. In the field, senior Jalen Madison was the top thrower for USI as he completed his 2nd best throw of the year and finished 9th in the weight throw. As for national qualifiers, the Eagles will have to wait and see if Grau, Broughton, Noah Lutz, and DMR will advance to NCAA Division II Indoor Championships in Birmingham, Alabama. Now that you've been caught up on sports, Access USI will be back after the break.
Widespread storm damage in the tri-state yesterday. The body of a Crossville, Illinois man was found in a field off County Road 1800 North. The man was identified to be 71-year-old Thomas McCord. McCord's house was destroyed and his wife was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. She has since been released.
This looks to be just the beginning of the deadly storms ripping through the Midwest and the Southeast. Here are some of the storm damage from Clark County, Indiana. Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Ohio already reported more than 20 tornadoes shedding through the cities. The National Weather Service says that these storms are not over yet. Meteorologists fear close to 100 million people could be in the path of the second deadly wave of storms.
A follow-up on the story of the 2 Delphi, Indiana girls who were found dead on a hiking trail, with the small town still shaken by the tragic death of 14-year-old Libby German and 13-year-old Abby Williams. There's one way the town is coming together. CNN reporter Tim McNicholas has the story.
At the Carroll County True Value,
this is our last one left till tomorrow.
Orange is the color of compassion.
If there can be anything good about it, it is that it brings the community together.
Owner Troy Helderman says the store sold 100 orange light bulbs over the last 2 weeks. Folks around town say orange was one of Liberty German's favorite colors. They plan to burn the bulbs until police find their suspect.
It's heartfelt whenever the community pulls together and everybody's showing that they care about what happened to these little girls, and they're going to make sure that justice is brought to them.
2 weeks ago today, a search party volunteer found the bodies of Libby and Abby about 50 feet off Deer Creek on this private property. Police now say they've received more than 9,300 tips. The reward for information leading to an arrest totals $100,360.
We're all pulled together. We're going to bring justice to those little girls.
Helderman says he just ordered 200 more orange bulbs. He expects he'll need to keep stocking up until police find the killer.
It makes me feel good that we're in a community that cares like that. That's what you get in these small communities. Everybody knows everyone and everybody cares about each other.
Coming up next in your Access Health Report, are women not the only ones getting baby blues when expecting a new family member? See how depression rate for men is affected by the arrival of a new bundle of joy.
Plus, Alec Baldwin is just not letting his President Trump impersonation go, even after President Trump won the election. See what else is up his sleeve in your Access Entertainment Report. Stay with us. Bring a human that is one part mom and one part dad can be an exciting time for new parents. What goes hand in hand with the excitement is the uncertainty. When you hear about the baby blues, you typically associate the feelings of worry and depression with mom. Research suggests that dad, too, can suffer from the baby blues depression as well. A study in New Zealand found that depression rates among men almost doubled between the third trimester. A more recent study published in the American Journal of Men's Health, more than 13% of first-time dads showed elevated levels of depression symptoms. These feelings of baby blues not only affect dad, but mom and baby too. So what should pre- or postnatal depression dad help to do to help calm the baby blues? Try to get enough sleep before and after baby is born, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
After years of people saying that sitting all day is the new smoking, a recent study shows that sitting may be getting a bit of a bad rap. The British Journal of Medicine took a look at nearly 5,000 employees in the United Kingdom. On average, these subjects were in their mid-40s with no history of diabetes, heart, or circulatory problems. Most of them claimed to be physically active. Over a course of 13 years, only 402 of the 5,000 workers developed diabetes. This proves that the fix for a sedentary lifestyle may be more complicated than eliminating sitting at work. Studies authors say that before you decide sitting is a risk to your health, you should look at how much you exercise. 60 to 70 minutes of physical activity a week eliminates the increased risk of death associated with sitting.
The notorious Trump impersonator Alec Baldwin is taking his Saturday Night Live skit and turning it into a book. Penguin Press announced that Baldwin is publishing a book entitled You Can't Spell America Without Me, the really tremendous inside story of my fantastic first year as President Donald J. Trump. Of course, Baldwin's upcoming piece of literature is satirical. He is co-writing the novel with help from the founding editor of Spy magazine, Kurt Anderson. No news yet on how President Trump is responding to this news. President Trump has already tweeted plenty of insults about Baldwin's portrayal of him on Saturday Night Live. Alec Baldwin also clarified that he will be narrating the audiobook.
First it was Kanye, now you might be saying Oprah 2020 bumper stickers. Oprah told Bloomberg Media that she used to think presidential candidates had to be experienced in politics and know a lot. She says she now understands that government experience is not a must and believes that she herself could run for president of the United States. However, she also said that she would never run for the White House. So Oprah for president probably won't be happening. No word on if her statement is dissing President Trump or not.
A mother and father in Utah might have the coolest baby in the womb. Talat reporter Jeremy Roth has the story. Check this out.
Sonogram for an expectant couple in Utah gives new meaning to the term rockabye baby. The couple posted the ultrasound image of their baby giving what appears to be the universal rock-on hand gesture. Skeptics will surely cry Photoshop, but local media reports the couple has original copies to back it up. The proud parents included a comment on the post saying their new addition isn't even here yet, but he or she is already the coolest.
The next Ronnie James Dio or coincidence?
I'm just wondering what kind of music those parents are giving that baby.
Same here. They're probably going to raise them right.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. Remember, Access USI is on live every Wednesday night on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Thank you for watching. Have a good night.